another episode of Bottomless Mimosas, and today we'll be talking about
Drum roll.
adulting. Well, actually almost adulting since we're not completely there yet, but I feel like nobody really talks about it, but we all really feel it.
Yeah.
It's that big jump in going into adulthood.
Yeah, and we hope this conversation will be relatable for you guys in many ways.
Yeah. So I think we can all agree that going into adulting kind of sucks.
And it's a big step.
Yeah.
Big step.
A lot of
and
new changes.
a lot of new changes. For example, work. Everyone who starts a typical 9 to 5 and jumping in from high school to uni and going into work. There's like a bunch of changes that happen in your life that I feel nobody really addresses that much, but we all really just feel it.
Yeah.
Like for example, balancing your friendships and your other relationships, budgeting money.
Yeah.
I know, it's quite hard to do. What else? Like,
It's just that we don't have any time for ourselves, basically.
And you have to prioritize
very
like, a lot.
little me time.
Yeah.
And you're just constantly busy all the time. A lot of things change. I feel like when we were in uni or in high school, I just had so much time to myself. All I had to do was study. But now it's like a bunch of responsibilities one after the other. So I thought we thought that would be quite an interesting topic to talk about. And maybe see if y'all could relate to what we individually feel. I feel like everyone goes through their own individual journeys to adulthood. Like
Everyone's
for
life
example,
is different. Like everyone's
exactly.
adult.
For me, I started my adulting after I finished university, but like for Suraksha here, you
I think I'm halfway through my degree, so.
and then started work as well, and then
I
after.
started working right after school. Like I didn't start
Right
studying.
after
Which is,
Yeah, but now you're studying.
Now I'm studying.
Yeah,
I
so
started
you
working
go.
and then I started studying.
Yeah, so it's different for everyone, obviously, but I think we all feel it in many ways that are similar. So, for example, maybe like, how do you balance your friendships? I feel like growing up, you kind of lose a lot of your friends.
Yeah, like when
Your friend groups become smaller.
Yeah, when you're adulting, like friendships is something that's like so hard. It's a really tough thing to do, to like manage.
Yeah, like for example, I see my friends maybe like once, twice a week
Yeah.
on the weekends.
Yeah, but that is
And-
so much more better. Like when it comes to me, I like actually have to pick out a date from my week just for my friends because I know or else I'm just gonna miss the chance to meet them.
Yeah.
I don't have like any balance when it comes to work and friendships. So.
What about other relationships like your family and like
It's
Anyone
tough.
else for me? Yeah.
Sometimes I would like go to a party or like a family event or something and they'd be like, we're seeing you after like how many months? 6 months? I'm like, oh shit, really?
yeah, because you have other people outside.
And you don't even
work,
realize
you
it. That's
you
the
have
worst
friends,
part.
you have your family, and you have to put them all in like one work week, and it's difficult. I feel like a lot of people. Also, everyone has different work lives. I feel like some have more flexible lifestyles. Lots of people work from like I don't know 8:30 to 6:30.
Yeah.
But it's
it's got a
difficult.
lot to do with like your work life as well when it comes to adulting.
Definitely. And I think after a while you kind of like slowly get used to it and used to like seeing like okay, your friends are also working. So my friends also work. So we all kind of have that kind of balance where we don't have to see each other that often because everyone understands it. But like for you, you said that all your friends don't work, right?
Yeah, they don't work, so I find it a bit hard to manage work, college, and other relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
I think personally, I would prefer just staying at home and sleeping. Because I'm just
Fair enough.
it's just like so busy, and this 9 to 5 life is, I don't know, I'm not still used to it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I prefer just staying at home and then going to like events, you know. Just, I can't do it.
It's choosing what you want to go
Yeah.
for and what you don't want to go for.
Yeah.
Even if your friends are meeting, I feel like I've like lost the whole FOMO and like I'll decide where I want to go because I do not have the capacity or the energy to do everything.
Like, do you feel bad about it?
Not anymore. I feel like before.
I think with time you just get used to it.
You get
like
used
everyone
to it.
around you gets used to
But
it.
it's not, I mean, when you think about it before, like how, like when I was in university, I see my friends all the time. And Now it's like I barely see them, but you
Yeah.
end up getting used to it because that's just how life is. And everyone else also has to kind of be like understanding
yeah.
about it because everyone's life is just slowly changing.
I feel like compared to both of us, you're handling it way better.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Based on your stories, like
I think I just found like a nice
balance.
so far found a nice
Yeah.
balance to
Yeah.
it. But also I would prefer
I think it's
things
a lot
to be
more
different.
easier to handle adult life when you have the right people around you that like actually understands
Yeah.
why you're
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we can also talk about like how we manage work inside work. Like imagine
Yeah.
if you have like a bad work day or a bad work week even.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, do you just sit and cry about it at home or do you like do something to get
Yeah,
over
like I
it?
have bad work weeks and like bad work days like all the time. It's like a cycle.
No, but we
you
love
know?
working here.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love
yeah.
working.
That's
We
awesome.
love working. It's just like
But
when it comes
happens.
to balancing,
No, it
stuff,
happens. It's
it
normal.
just like stresses you out, you know?
I feel like you can't really get away
Yeah,
from it. It's
yeah.
not like
It's
before
like a
you
cycle.
come to work every day, you kind of have to deal with it.
yeah.
You have to
what-
find ways to get over it. And like how do you do? Usually, I mean, I think sometimes it sucks, obviously. I think for me, I try to distract myself, maybe. Like from work, I mean, when I come home, I do just,
Yeah.
I think of things that kind of like make me happy, like sleeping. Oh, that's it, actually, that's all I do.
Yeah.
But do you do anything? No?
I don't.
You cry about it?
I don't.
I think Ashna cries.
She cries.
Yeah, Ashna the baby, she cries.
Yeah, okay,
She just
maybe.
goes, she has to
Shut up.
Ashna cries when she has a bad day.
Yeah.
But
I've cried, even at work sometimes. And I'm
But
like,
does it help? Does it help?
it helps.
Oh, okay.
It helps actually.
I don't cry.
I think I keep
Yeah.
things to myself.
I feel like you just.
Okay. But you go home and cry?
Not really, I just sleep.
I don't know. It's
I also just sleep
Suraj
for
should
like-
just get stressed out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
For
I
example,
don't-
yesterday.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, everyone feels different things. Everyone
Yeah.
feels different ways. I feel like I cry. I don't cry. Sorry, I don't cry. I go to sleep and I wake up like today's a different day. Hopefully things will just be different.
Yeah.
And like, for example, aside from having a bad work day or work week, like when you feel like you're stuck in a rut, literally when you're feeling like, I don't know, super mundane, like everything's repeated, everything feels the same, life is the same, you're bored, or you just feel like nothing is like,
Moving or like.
yeah. I mean, it happens all the time for me.
Yeah.
I think I not all the time, but like sometimes it does happen, and it's kind of like depressing.
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah.
It's not because of work, obviously not,
It's just
but like it's just a part
life
of
stuff
life.
just hitting you all at the same time.
Yeah, it's like just a part of your life,
Yeah.
and it happens in phases, I think, and it happens to everyone for sure. And like it sucks because sometimes it takes a long time to get out of it. For me, I mean, I would say this is some things that make me feel better. I look forward to things in the future. Like I need something to look forward
to.
Otherwise, I will just be like depressed
Yeah.
completely. If I don't have something to look forward to, I'll be upset.
Yeah.
So like maybe like a trip with my friends or like doing my nails maybe. I don't know, something small.
Yeah.
Even like doing my nails, doing my hair.
Yeah,
cutting my
like
hair.
even the
I
tiniest
do,
thing
yeah.
helps.
The smallest things do
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
And then there's like all trips and like meeting your
Even
friends.
just having
also.
a meal or like doing something that you
Eating
love,
good
like,
food.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think those small things really do help. But like what do you all have to say?
Yeah. that's a
You
good way.
think about the money?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like that doesn't help me. Because I'm like, you know, it's coming anyways,
Yeah.
but life is still the same.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so do you think about the money and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy something?
Yeah, in that way.
Okay,
If I
yeah.
have a salary, I could just buy this, you know.
Yeah, and then I'll be
Yeah,
happy.
yeah,
I'll be happy.
You're looking forward to like getting your salary so you can do stuff after you get it.
Yeah, basically. That makes sense.
Sense,
I
yeah.
think that too.
Yeah.
I think you like doing your nails a lot. I think that makes you happy. I think that really makes you happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I just actually get to do it, you know?
Yeah. You just go all out on your nails. And
Yeah,
like, okay, this
do
is my
something.
routine for the month.
No, it actually helps. Like it gives me confidence confidence, and I'm like, I feel like a new person. You know?
I honestly totally agree. I think sometimes those things do help.
Yeah.
The small things definitely help all the time. Like even just talking to your friend about how you feel about things, how life is.
Talking friends helps a lot.
I think those things do help.
Yeah. So like talking about adult life, Suraksha, what's the hardest part for you?
To get
Like, you
adapt
know, like
to it,
budgeting, budgeting and then like relationships or friendships.
Yeah, like
Or like
budgeting.
giving yourself time when it comes to all of that.
Budgeting is a real tough
It's tough for me. Yeah.
I
Not
still don't know how to
serious,
do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Bad.
save
It's pretty
money.
bad.
No, yeah,
I can't do
no.
it.
I think actually budgeting is actually one of the biggest ones to do because you actually have to control your own money because you're getting income yourself. And I don't know, sometimes there's people do it in different ways. Like sometimes people have got their shit together and people know they have their own money in their own savings account and then they have another account where there's like what do you call it, like expenses just flowing through like cash flow. But I think some people really struggle to figure that out. First, I think it takes some time.
I'm in that stage.
Yeah. I'm still struggling as well. I really don't know budget money. I feel like I'm broke all the time. And I don't like spending on big things because then I don't have money for the rest of the month. And then I complain until I get my salary. So I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Like back then I used to like buy whatever I wanted whenever I wanted because I was using my
Parents' money.
But then again for me it was like I feel like I started pretty young, like buying my stuff, so I'm like kind of okay with that. But then again
You're saying you used to it?
Huh?
You're saying you're used to it now?
Yeah, I'm used to like managing my money, but then again I do struggle still.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think at this point we're all kind of struggling. Not all of us are that privileged. Not saying that that's not a problem. But yeah, budgeting money is definitely a difficult one. And also, sometimes I feel at this stage, I think a lot of people struggle to know whether they're even in the right job or not. Like they're just figuring things
I
out.
feel like when you don't know, like if what you're doing for a living doesn't make you happy, adulting is much more harder.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like this is my third job, and I've been jumping from one job to another. And I studied a completely different thing in university as well. So I'm like also just, I feel like I was also all over the place at one point. I feel like that's very normal because I felt so much pressure at one point because I felt like I didn't know what I was doing in life. I thought that I was like wasting time. I felt like a lot of pressure, like my friends, maybe some of my friends have got their shit figured out and I haven't, and I was like just lost. I'm like, do I go back into studying? Do I find a job
And I
that
feel like
suits me?
it affects you like on a daily basis when you feel like you haven't got your shit together.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like, but after a while, I feel like it's normal to take your time and figure things out. And I'm like, you're not the only one who has to deal with things like that.
It's good to hear that.
Yeah,
Because I'm almost done with my uni.
Yeah,
But like you said, I'm doing like a complete different thing.
exactly.
And I'm
From what you're studying.
from what I'm
Yeah,
studying.
but that's the thing. A lot of people do that.
I don't
It's like
know.
you're not the only one doing it.
Yeah.
I thought I was like a complete mess because I studied this and I'm doing something completely different. So it's like I wasted 3 years of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I
yet.
feel like for me it was a bit easier since I started young. Like I straight up after school I started working, right? And this is my second job. And so like since I got a taste of work life, I kind of like figured out what I want to be in
Yeah.
a bit earlier.
That's kind of good. That's a good thing. That's actually really good because I feel like a lot of people also have that figured out as well. Most of the time, I mean, you have a passion that you're something that you're interested in, so you know that what guide you want to follow. You know. But some people don't even know.
No.
So they're like slowly trying to figure out, and it's okay to do that. It's really okay to do it. I think you just take your time.
Yeah.
Like take it one step at a time. You're not alone in it.
Because you have to like actually like get like you have to know yourself and like how you're handling things, and then only you can jump into like what you want to do in life.
Yeah. I mean, basically what we're trying to say is like it's okay. Adulting is hard. It's really hard.
I don't really think even our parents have gotten it figured out.
Yeah, probably.
They're
But you
also
know,
struggling.
I think all of us would like want to go back.
Yeah.
Like, so honestly, I would. If
Like
I
a
could,
learn as you go.
if I could, I would go back, but like I can't. So might as well figure this shit out.
And you know, I say random quotes like here and there.
Oh my
here
God.
and there.
Yeah.
So you know, I saw this one saying like we're just everyone is experiencing life. It's like our first time experiencing life.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
just have to figure it out.
That is so
Take
true.
our time.
Every stage of life is difficult.
Yeah.
I think this is a quite a difficult one.
Yeah.
And I feel like I said, I don't think a lot of people talk about it.
Mm.
But we all feel it. I honestly sometimes I just sit and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And like,
all the time.
you sit and you're like, oh my god, so many things have changed. But I
Yeah.
feel like, again, you're not the only one. And I
Yeah.
thought it was like just interesting to
Interesting. It's
talk
really
about. And I
interesting.
hope that
Yeah.
we kind of helped.
Yeah.
And I hope that we made you feel better about yourself.